So once again, it's helpful to watch the first and second one. That'll help explain 3 to 6 in a little bit more detail, and sort of they lead into each other. I wasn't actually going to do part 6, but then I thought it had some value, so you listen, you might understand why I thought it was useful. So this is the last video, and I'm sort of doing it to highlight why I didn't use more extrusive fine-grained rocks such as basalt, andesite, rhyolite. And that's good to just demonstrate one here. So you can see the crystals are really small, and so the features are much more difficult to make out. And so it takes a lot more work to determine what you have here. At least you can tell that you have an extrusive rock versus an intrusive rock. So that's helpful in and of itself. And so that was a reason enough just to show you what it is, why we use the intrusive large crystals rather than the extrusive small crystals when we're looking at the minerals. The extrusive has small grains like this basalt and all the other samples in the video besides the metamorphic and sedimentary rocks. I've got a few of those. Most of them are igneous, and they're all intrusive with large crystals, so you can make out the features. So you can see some large olivine crystals though, which is unusual. They usually, the reason why you can't see these, I don't have pyroxenes and amphiboles and olivine is because they're heavy and they sink and melt, so you just don't see them. So this must have formed and then got pulled up, so that's porphyritic a little bit. So you can see some larger olivine crystals. It's not normal, it's quite rare. They do have really nice high relief under plain polarized light on the left and very high order colors on the right. So they're really the best examples you'll see of high relief and high order colors though. And zoning in, you can see a diagnostic feature for olivine, which is conchoidal round fractures inside the crystal, those little the roundiness to it. Okay, and so if you want, as always, if you want to see more, go to Professor Matt Cohn's. I used his material quite a lot. It is more for uni, not for high school. I'll put a link in the description for the olivine tutorial on optical mineralogy. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that.